color dot red, and then we yield, wait a bit, return new, wait for seconds, wait for 2 seconds, and then we set it back to white. And then here we say start coroutine, change color. And then we go back out, make a new script. We're just going to create all the scripts we need right now. Checkpoint manager, and script to store all the values, or the values for the game, and a save load script. Yeah, that's it. And now we go into checkpoint manager, delete this. Then we make a simple singleton. Checkpoint manager. I don't know what to call, just a static instance of the class. Public list. Checkpoint. Call it checkpoints. Make a new list. And if you have Visual Studio, you can press Control and then period or dot or whatever. Control and period. And then this pops up where you can choose what to use. And then we need a reference to the player health controller and to the player. And then in awake we set the instance to this, and then we need to make a new function called public void kill start coroutine, kill the player, which we will make now. Do like this, enumerator, kill the player, yield, return new, wait for seconds, 1 second, and then to do spawn player. Then we head out and do the game script, set up the variables to save the game, and it doesn't have to be a mon behavior. So we're gonna need a static instance of the class, call it current. We're gonna need a an integer called current checkpoint, an integer called current level, and this we set to whatever the first playable level in your game is, if you make a menu or something like that. And then we're gonna make a public boolean, game's been started, and a public static bool called game continue, set it to false, public integer current health set to 3, public integer max health set to 3, and public game script a constructor with no parameters, and then set current to this, set game's been started to true, game continue to false, current health to 3, max health 3, current checkpoint to -1, and current level to whatever you want to, but I'm just gonna set to 1. We aren't gonna need it, but it's just for demonstration purposes. Oh yeah, and mark it as system serializable, so it can be serialized. Then we're gonna set up the save and load script, and this is simply just I'm gonna make a public list of game scripts. Save. We're not really gonna need a list. It's gonna need a public static game script save game. So we have the instance carry over, and I'm gonna make a public static void override save, set the save game to gamescript.current, and then we need a binary formatter to write all the data to a file called bf, and then you can press Ctrl and period to bring up the using system thingies, and then make a new binary formatter. Then we need a file stream, and then same trick. Then we need system.io, file stream file with capital F, create, and then we're gonna combine path, and then we use this application that persistent data path. It's stored somewhere in your user files, so you have to Google or something where it gets stored. It doesn't get stored in the Unity file. Save game 0.gd. That's a random file extension, and then we serialize the file and the object, and then we close the file. That's how you do a override of the save. And then we have to make a new public static void new game, and set the save game to a new instance of gamescript. And then we can copy this. We could also make a helper function, but who cares right now. Yep. And then almost the same thing for load, static void load. We use this to load the data. Then if file exists path that combine application that persistent data path save